Alright, week 2 of the vlog. So in this one you'll see some new workouts, some new foods. You're going to see some raw footage of my quarantine hair. So just remember, we are in a quarantine, so my hair's... Can't wait to get that cut. I started my weigh-in this week at 226.8. And let's get started. Alright, so one of the meals I'm making this week is going to be like a homemade Chipotle Bowl. I don't use actual rice. I actually cut up cauliflower and turn it into my own kind of rice. So here is the said cauliflower rice that I chopped up. I have some peppers in there, and then I have a good amount of chicken that I'm going to toss in there as well. But we are going to start with the veggies. Alright, so rice is just about done. We have peppers in there as well. I seasoned it with black pepper, paprika, garlic powder, cilantro, and a little bit of lime juice. And next we're going to throw in the chicken. Alright, so chicken's done. Looking pretty good. I seasoned this with garlic, black pepper, and a little bit of Cajun seasoning to give a little heat. So all that's left is plating. Okay, so first thing we're going to add is the pico, which I made myself. Not to toot my own horn or anything. A couple of scoops on there. Next we're going to add some cheese. Then sour cream. Top it off with a little more lime juice, a little more cilantro, and then the best part, Tabasco sauce. And that's it. And that is my homemade Chipotle Bowl. Can't wait to dive in. Alright, so last week I showed some bicep and tricep workouts. This week I'm going to focus on some ab workouts because let's face it, the main part of this weight loss is to get that awful stomach down. So I have a little circuit that I'm going to do, and then below at the bottom here I'll show the reps that I do and how many rounds of it that I do. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to start with crunches. I do 4 sets of 25. Obviously do the best of your abilities, and then we'll move on to the next one. So you notice with that my legs were up in the air. I prefer to do that. I feel like I feel more work in my core section when I leave my legs up and my arms crossed. Again, totally up to you how you want to do your crunches and how many you want to do. It's to the best of your abilities. You just want to make sure that you're not quitting too early. You want to feel that burn before you say, alright, that's enough. Next is going to be, honestly, I don't really know the name of it, so we're just going to call them penguins. This is going to work. Those awful love handles. I know that I was blessed with some pretty terrible love handles, so I do 4 sets of 50, which is technically 25 each side. And here we go. Alright, now with those, I like to keep my arms directly at my side so I feel the push on my sides. So I feel like I'm actually getting a burn in. And then the third workout that I do for this, again, don't really know the name, but basically you're laying your back You'll have your arms tucked underneath you, and then you're just going to shoot your legs up in the air, and you're going to stop it before your legs touch the ground. You want to maintain control, come back up, come back down. I do 4 sets of 12. And that's that. Anyway, that's the circuit. It's kind of a beginner one. I'll probably post more in-depth app workouts, some tougher ones later on in future vlogs. But that's just a starter one that I've been doing for the past 3 months. I've really seen a difference, so highly recommend. And like I said, I'll post the sets and the reps below, and that's it. So the next segment of this vlog, I want to talk about something that's helped me out with making this process so less overwhelming, and that's setting little goals. Now ultimately, when I was at 300 pounds, I never thought that I'd make it as low as I have. So what I did is I set a big goal in mind, and I kept it in the back of my mind to drive me, but to help myself out, I set little goals. The first one was I want to lose 25 pounds. Next was I want to get down to 240 pounds. And doing that has made this process so much easier and less stressful. And that leads me to my next point is I've hit a new feat today. A big one that I've been trying to hit for so long, and it originally actually was my ultimate goal. And then as I got closer and closer to this weight, I wanted to drop even more. So I've officially made it to 225 pounds on the dot. I will show you on my handy dandy app, just so you know I'm not BSing. Look at that, 225. So I hit that today. So I decided to treat myself with a cheat meal. I haven't had a cheat meal in probably 2 months or so. That's just a mental thing that I felt like I needed to do, or else I would backslide. I look at, all the weight that I've gained over the years and lost over the years, and how my diet's been conducted, and I've come to the conclusion that I was probably addicted to food. I still am actually addicted to food, and a lot of people struggle with this without knowing. So to keep myself from backsliding, I've had no cheat meals. Maybe, Chipotle, but no rice, just veggies and meat and cheese. I mean, nothing extravagant, no queso, not a guac guy, so that doesn't really matter, but nothing that's too much. Haven't had a real burrito in, well, that's unfortunate because I don't know, it's been so long. So I've decided to, like I said, give myself a cheat meal today, and it's from my favorite pizza shop. It's Regina's Pizza in Kenmore, and I am just salivating at the thought of eating this, and so let's go check it out. So without further ado, here is the first cheat meal I've had in 2 months. Oh yeah. Pepperoni, pineapple, bacon. Beautiful. And don't knock me if I like pineapple on my pizza. It's delicious. Alright, back at my old stomping grounds, C-Town, Coventry. Gonna go run on the track for a bit. Got my knee brace on because my old man joints are acting up, and here we go. Alright, just hit the first mile. Whew. Old man joints slowed me down a little bit. Still not too shabby. So jog around the track and decided to do sprint. Down and back, down and back. This is one set. A little slower than I wanted, but hey, we'll get there. Decent heart rate. Yeah. Alright, so for today's dinner, I'm doing a creamy, cheesy zucchini noodle chicken pasta. So let's go check it out. Alright, so I have my zucchini noodles that you could either cut these up into matchsticks, or you could be like me and get a $10 zucchini pasta maker. And then I have my chicken, and so I'm going to fry this up in some olive oil and season it. Alright, so live look at the pasta. As you can see, it looks like pasta. I season this with paprika, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and pepper, just to give it that nice Italian effect. And then we're gonna add the chicken next and make the sauce. Alright, so chicken's looking pretty solid. Time to add stuff to the sauce. Now with this, I cooked it in bourbon, and then I used pretty much the same seasonings I used for the zucchini. So we're gonna add in about a quarter cup of my marinara sauce. It's Victoria brand. I like to use this because it's low sodium, which usually means less carbs. Really tasty. So we're gonna do about a quarter cup of that. I do eyeballs, so it could be more. And then about a tablespoon of sour cream. And we're gonna just mix that all up. Alright, so after the sour cream and sauce was mixed in there, I added about a fourth a cup of shredded cheese. And now we're gonna plate. Alright. Then to top it off, I have some fresh Parmesan here. Add a little bit more flavor and make it kind of pretty. That's it. That's my chicken zucchini pasta. Okay, so there's another big tool that I use to help me with this weight loss, other than just my really cool scale, and that's tracking my food. I find it really essential to use because it does what it's supposed to. It keeps you on track. So I use my plate. You can just, like, if I'm logging my lunch, I can go in. I have some things already saved here. I can type stuff in. I can scan foods. And then after I log that, let's go to, it also has like a little food diary where it has your fat contents, your carb contents, your proteins, along with the calories you consumed. It goes off your weight. It has how many exercise calories you've burned. Like I said, really helpful tool. I highly recommend getting some type of food tracking or food diary app to keep you on track. Alright, and that about wraps up this week's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Quick end of the week weigh-in. I am at 222.4. So dropped about 4 pounds again, which is pretty great. Before we end this and wrap this up, I would like to give a shout out to my editor Megan. Honestly, without her, this would be pretty close to impossible. So thank you. You guys would see a lot of bad footage. So thank you, Megan. And that's it. I'll see you guys next week. And remember, don't let your weight control you. You control your weight.